downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium as he's tackled at the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And they work this well upfield and field here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now receiver in motion left. Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Some good running there at the end of it. And then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run. Give it right back to him and let him count.
Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And that one going to come up short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside for yardage, but what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That for a chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Moore, the man in motion. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 30. This comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we still thank you to bail him out of it.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he slips up past. Herbert off of play action. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers will take over. Get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't.
Touchdown, Carolina! Tommy Trimble opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
To get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. They mistimed that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep in on any one guy, make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with Get Fitz, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
10 at the 11. Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete. Right around the 8. They'll bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we turned. Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger. Should have opted for the touchback. Again, their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Now the Panthers going to use as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. The 25. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Escaping the pressure.
Add up the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Brings up third down.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert under pressure and down he goes. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Panthers.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Moore, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Darnold. Thomas brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. To the air again, Darnold. That'll be caught right side, Chenault with it. Touchdown to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost did.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.